Welcome back. You're watching All Angles, and it's normally the time of year when lucky South Africans get bonuses, but this year has been rather bleak. The pandemic continues to have a detrimental effect on businesses across the board. Now, for some of those fortunate enough to have received a little extra in their paycheck, the Direct Sellers Association of South Africa has some advice. Start your own side hustle or business. Let's hear from the association's Imtiaz Ebrahim. Many thanks for your time this morning, Imtiaz, and it sounds like a hard sell to ask someone who's received some extra money at the end of a tough year to rather use that money to start a business than to spend it on maybe, say, paying off debt or buy Christmas presents and the like.
Good morning, yes, and thank you so much for having me on your show, and good morning to your viewers as well. That's an excellent question. Considering where we are, and I think, we just come through an extremely difficult period with COVID, where quickly we realized that without any financial cushioning, life can be very difficult. So we believe here's an opportunity, and we're not saying spend all your bonus in trying to get into a business, but here's an opportunity because of the way direct selling works. One has an opportunity to perhaps take a percentage of the bonus and start up a business with one of our member companies who have very low entry, barriers for the members of the South African public to start their business.
Right, you do speak about a low-cost business model when venturing into business. Maybe talk us through this low-cost business model, what exactly it is and how it would work should a person take your advice and decide to invest their bonus in starting up something.
The Direct Selling Association of South Africa has member companies who provide business opportunities to individuals. And the main aim is to be able to mentor those individuals into successful businesses rather than trying to get huge investments from those individuals like you may have in other forms of businesses. There's a small fee. In some cases, our member companies don't even charge that fee, for individuals to register their business. And from the time they register the business, we can say that their hands are being held by our member companies through this mentorship program, teaching them how to sell products or services being sold by our member companies, and also grooming them in terms of other aspects of business and personal development as well.
Imtiaz, talk us through the uptake of the direct sellers model or participating in that business. Who is attracted to it the most in terms of your data? Are we seeing more young people? Are we seeing older people? What are the numbers showing you in terms of participants?
Yeah, actually, very encouragingly, in recent years, we're seeing more and more young people. In 2020, we saw close to 40%. It's 38.38% of direct sellers, being under the age of 35. And we know the huge issue in that age group, regarding being able to earn an income, being able to get employment in the formal sector. So we're finding that this is, an avenue where young people, can join, do well, earn an income, also have flexibility and also have an ability to express their own creative ideas. So I think it's a package that's starting to appeal more and more to young people, but also appealing to, South Africans of all ages.
Yeah, what about the impact of COVID-19? What was the trends within this particular business or direct selling that was, or how was it impacted by COVID-19, if at all?
Many of our member companies actually saw, good increases during the COVID-19 lockdown periods and the months that followed. And the reason for that is that, individuals were sometimes not earning a salary, sometimes earning a lesser salary, sometimes, not being able to go for interviews. And here was an avenue that they could sit at home and, sign up with the direct selling business model and then sell the products and earn an income and still be able to support their families financially.
Yeah, and then it goes into one of the things that you mentioned in your report, the ability to secure a financial future. Obviously, getting into business in this way is one of the ways to do that.
Yes, well, and we're seeing this more and more, where, in the past, we had a lot of part-time direct sellers, but now we're seeing more of those part-time direct sellers converting into more full-time permanent, direct sellers. We're seeing more and more professional people joining, more and more professional people not joining totally as permanent direct sellers, but complementing their income, to be able to upscale their standard of living, their quality of life, and obviously the quality of life they're able to provide to their family.
Absolutely. Imtiaz, Ebrahim, many thanks for your time this morning. Very interesting insights coming from him there, encouraging you to take the little bonus that you did get, if you did get one, and invest it instead of spending it all on Christmas presents or great food and all sorts of yummy things that we all want to do during the festive season.